What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another movie review. I'm Chase Lee, reviewing for DallasMovieScreenings.com, and the movie I want to take a look at right now is Summerland. Now, this one comes from IFC. It is written and directed by Jessica Swale. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And this one tells the story of an English woman played by Gemma Arterton during World War II as she opens up her heart to an evacuee after initially resolving to be rid of him in this moving journey of womanhood, love, and friendship. That is your plot synopsis right there. It runs an hour and 39 minutes. So a pretty breezy film, if it is paced out correctly. But, yeah, so going into this, I never saw a trailer for it. I just kind of jumped into it blind. I love me some IFC. You just never know what you're going to get. You know, even if I have like a visceral reaction to it, good or bad, it's still an experience. And I like the fact that they pick these movies. They're all different in range, in tone and genre, and they kind of just throw it at the wall and see what sticks, and I really appreciate that. For instance, you know, the previous IFC film was an R-rated thriller. This is a PG-rated, somewhat family film. It's a little heavy, but it's a somewhat more of a family film, so I appreciate that in diversifying their catalog. But I was excited for it because I love me some Gemma Arterton, and it sounds really funny when I say it. I'm pretty sure is that how you pronounce it? I just sound really dumb when I say it like that. I'm sure someone's going to correct me down below. But Gemma Arterton, I've been a fan of her for quite some time, and she's done a lot of the bigger blockbusters, but she does a lot of the smaller stuff. And it disturbs me that she's not more of a household name because she is super talented no matter what she does. And I love every 2 or 3 years, like, she just kind of comes out with another movie, and you're like, man, like, where did she go? Like, I wish she could just do more stuff because she's just that good. So when I saw her in it, you know, listed in the cast list, I was like, perfect. I don't even know what this movie's about, but I know I'm going to probably enjoy it because of her performance. Even if the movie around her suffers, she can bring it to that certain level where it could be at least bearable. But that's not the case with Summerland. This is a good film. It's not anything great. It's not anything bad or just okay. It's just a good movie. It's a delightful film. It's very sweet. It's got this kind of warm energy around it. Even with World War II and the Holocaust in the background of the story, this is still I would still say family friendly. It's definitely got some heavy subject matter for sure. But it is rated PG, and I do think that if you are a family looking for something a little bit more low-key, a little bit more quiet, and just kind of like this wonderful story about, you know, her and her relationship with this kid and how that friendship kind of comes about, and her relationship with her past lover and how that kind of comes around, it's just a really kind of just sweet movie, even with the heavy subject matter in the background. But you know what? Sometimes we need movies like this, and it's just the type of movie to where when the credits roll, you have a smile on your face, and you're like, wow, I really like that. So, yeah, let's dive into this. There's not really much to discuss because it's just a pretty solid movie, but let's go ahead and break this down. So some of the smaller things I want to just acknowledge, and just obviously a duh moment. The production design and the costumes are really nice. I love any film that's in a specific time period because you got to really nail the look and the atmosphere of the time period that you're in. And I think they did just that. Where was this shot? Give me a couple seconds here because I didn't do my research. Where is it? I believe it was shot in the UK. I could be wrong, but it was really beautiful scenery, especially with her character being isolated in her home around like the beach, kind of like mountainous area. It's just really wonderful to look at. And he even ends on a shot with the scenery, and it's just puts a smile on your face. And I also thought the costume design was pretty well handled too. But the real triumph here, I think, is it's a 4-person tie, but it's definitely Jessica Swale or Swale. Who kind of just wrote this wonderful, just kind of orchestrated piece, and she just kind of directed it with just such ease and just such levity. It was just such a nice story to tell. But it was a really moving story as well, and she really got some really great performances out of these actors, really making us care about the situations that they were in. And then also the three actors, Gemma Arterton, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, and then Lucas Bond as the little kid. All four of those people just made this movie come together and just make it such a wonderful thing to watch. The performances are really great. Gemma Arterton, once again, just proving to the whole world, or people that have never seen her before, that she is a force to be reckoned with. She is absolutely just abrasive at first. That's okay, because her character has lost compassion. She's bitter. She doesn't like anyone. But she starts to open up a bit, and you really get a sense of where her emotional wall is, and like, you know, when it comes down, like, you really get to see just, you know, how loving this person is. And it's just really heartbreaking during this time, especially how it's taboo for anyone to be gay. And, you know, she feels like she was left out, you know, after her lover decided to part ways with her. That's all I'll say. And it really kind of shut her off from the world, and she really just wanted to kind of die alone. But when she is introduced to this little boy, Frank, it really kind of shows her that there's more to life, and, you know, really kind of ignites a flame in her to become the person she once was. And I absolutely love that relationship. She's a great motherly figure to Frank. She really, at first she didn't, but towards the end, you can definitely tell she cares about him. And there's even a little twist with Frank and all that. Once again, I don't want to get into it as spoilers, but a loving relationship indeed, and it just really makes her a, you know, that warm and inviting person that she once was. The relationship she has with Gugu Mbatha-Raw, wonderful. Such just a loving relationship. You know, they were lovers in the past, and you can definitely tell that they cared about each other a lot. And I love that. Just the chemistry is just, it's out of bounds, man. I love it. Just everyone, I thought had a connection that was just really kind of special, and it almost brought a tear to my eye a couple times. I was like, this is just a sweet movie, man. But yeah, I loved everyone's performance in this film. Everyone has the you know, friendship, relationship thing going on, and it's just the chemistry is really, really nice. But Gemma Arterton's character, such a great range of emotions, just really carrying the film on her back and having her character evolve, or at least like come back to where she once was. It was such a great range in performance from her, and there was even a couple times where she just broke down, and, you know, rightfully so. I mean, this is a woman who has buried her sexuality for so long that she just, you know, there's only so much emotional abuse that someone can take. And, you know, there's a couple times where I even felt for her, and like, I really wanted to get in there and give her a hug or something. It's just there's so much heartbreak within her that even when she was bitter, there was a likability about her, and able to balance both of that, you know, just so fluidly, only comes from a great performance. And Gemma Arterton does that. You know, all the other performers, all the supporting cast, all great. Just kind of playing along in the scenes, and really kind of selling us on this time period and what's happening and the severity that some of the characters go through, because this is set during World War II. Frank's father was it Air Force? Yeah, I think it was a pilot. So, you know, there's a lot of heavy things going on, and you still have to be mature about it and able to kind of convey your story, to have that weight to it, but also to have the lightness as well, which goes back to my whole point of Jessica Swale and that balance of having this, like, kind of like, you know, mother kind of son relationship that we're following, and just this sense of family about it. But in reality, there's a lot of dark stuff going on in the background, and she was able to balance that and really kind of, like I said, add that that weight to the story. It's just, once again, just a composer orchestrating this wonderful orchestra of notes and pulling together just a film that, yes, is set during World War II, but will leave a smile on your face. And I think if you're looking for something a little lighter, something that, will give you hope, something that will just make you just fall in love with movies if you fell out of love or whatever, I think Summerland's to do that. It's a really good one. So I'm going to give it a B. There's really nothing more to say about it. It's really kind of reliant on these performances, which are really great, and the ability that Swale does with the script and directing it, and just all coming together. It's just a really just nice little movie. So it hits POV. Oh my god, I just had like a brain aneurysm. Whatever it is, you can search it up this Friday, July 31st, if this is something that you want to check out. But that will do it for this review, guys. Let me know down below what you thought of Summerland, if you did see it. And if you are watching this on YouTube and you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, do just that. And you can get up to date on whenever I review anything. If you're more of a podcast person, I do these in podcast form as well. Reel Me In, a movie podcast. That is the feed you want to be on. I'm all over the place. Castbox, Spotify, Anchor, etc., etc. But if you're more of an audio person and you don't want to see my ugly mug, you can do just that. But that will do it for this review, guys. I'm Chase Lee for DallasMovieScreenings.com, and tune in next time for whatever I review next. I will see you guys later.